And good evening and welcome in to the Hive here at Perham High School as we get ready to go tonight for Heart of the Lakes Conference rivals squaring off. The DGF Rebels taking on the Perham Yellowjackets. I'm Jason Groth, joined by Lance Rock, and Lance, should be a fun one here tonight at the Hive between the Rebels and the Yellowjackets.
Right, and if you followed volleyball here lately, DGF's been on a roll, Jason, and I think they're looking to make a push here in Section 8AA when it comes towards tournament time, and it's getting dangerously close when you start to look at some of the records of these clubs. 11, 12 matches now, and you throw in another tournament or two, and pretty soon we're rolling into the seeding meeting. So really playing good volleyball, and if you look at the Yellowjackets, 3 out of the last 5, a nice little bump in their play, and some confidence builders in there.
And a big one that I talked to head coach Paige Thompson. We'll hear a little bit about in an interview with her in just a few minutes. Is the big one on Thursday last week against Staples Motley. They're down 2-0, and they rallied back, win the third one, which was a close one, and then were able to take that momentum and take it in 5, and then carry that into a tournament in Hawley where they were able to go 2-2 overall.
Right, and if you look at a Staples Motley team turned around and beat Wadena 3-2 the other night, so a really quality win there for the Yellowjackets, and Jason, we talked about that early in the season, and we haven't been on as much lately. They've been a lot of away matches here, but we talked about these guys, these young ladies growing up before our very eyes, and some of that's starting to come to fruition, and it's going to have to continue tonight against a really balanced quality DIlworth-Glyndon-Felton squad.
That's one of the things I talked about with Yellow Jacket head coach Paige Thompson was the youth and how they're not using that as an excuse, and I'll let her tell you about that here in a few minutes. But you mentioned it, this DGF squad, they're rolling, coming off some big victories of late, knocking off who was going to be, I think, the prohibitive favorite for the section in Hawley, but we know Hawley's banged up. They have a couple of injuries, one that's for the year that happened here, unfortunately. But, they'll regroup at the right time, but DGF rolling right now.
Oh, absolutely. Winners of their last 6, Jason, and one of those 6 was on September 10th at their place was Perham by a 3-0 score. So, again, if you're looking for growth, if you saw the last score, you're looking for improvement out of the Yellowjackets, and I think they come in with a little more swagger and a little more confidence than I've seen them come into the gym before, Jason, and it's going to be an interesting battle tonight.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back. We'll be joined by Yellowjacket head coach Paige Thompson right here on the 549 Media Network.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody, and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this, as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community, that we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Hello and welcome back. I'm now joined by Yellowjacket head coach Paige Thompson, getting ready to go for a battle tonight against the DGF Rebels. First of all, what do you expect to see from the Rebels tonight?
We actually played them a week ago on Tuesday, so we expect to see them serving the ball well and finding our holes on defense. But when we played them, we didn't show them our game at all, so we're just hoping to come out and play our game and not worry so much about what they're doing.
from that first matchup with the Rebels. What are some things that you're able to take away from that, though?
We took a lot away, but one of the things was moving our feet on serve receive and being able to adjust without us coaches having to say, you need to adjust after 4 balls. We kind of put that in their hands saying, okay, 1 or 2 here and there, now it's your time to adjust. So just getting our serve receive passing there and our hitting errors, just finding the court.
Thursday night, first of all, we'll talk about that a little bit. Down 2-0 against Staples Motley, and the girls battled back to end up with that 3-2 win. How good was that for you? And as for the girls, the momentum there in that match?
Yeah, that felt really nice as the coach, as well as seeing the players that excited. Going into that third set, we knew that we needed to compete, not go soft and start tipping away. We need to just play our game and find the holes, because we started seeing them in the second set, but the third set really, we took it, and I knew from there that we're definitely going to 5.
You're able to get that momentum. How key was it to get that win in game 3? Because that went to the wire again. As you've had several of those this year kind of go that way.
It was really good to see them just finish. Actually, we've been working a lot on that in practice, just finishing, playing our game, and stop tipping when it gets close. You need to stay aggressive. So it was fun to see them actually execute.
Now you followed that up with a tournament in Holly back at the home stopping grounds for you. You guys finished the tournament 2-2 overall. How was that for you guys?
A lot of learning. Some positives were we played Wheaton. We came off really strong, set the tone like 8-1 maybe, and I said, "Okay, do not let up. Let's just finish it." And we finished 25-8, I believe. So them actually just doing that versus always having other teams do it to us was very nice for them.
How have you kind of seen this team grow since the last time they were on the floor here in Perham?
Immensely. I think we are a new team every time we face the court, just because they get more confident, more comfortable with each other, and just the reps.
I know you're probably tired of hearing this, but a lot of people talk about it as a very young team. But
yep.
Now the experience of the season with 15 matches underway, how have you seen that squad grow there?
Yeah, we don't let the young team be an excuse for us. I chose to have a young team, and I tell them that. I said, I don't have to have a young team, so we're not going to let that be an excuse for us. But just seeing those freshmen and sophomores find their place on the court is just really fun to see and rewarding for them, not only us coaches, but for them as well, because you can tell that they're starting to read things better, where against Thief, they didn't even know what that was.
Your serve receive, that's always been a key. And what's your thoughts on how that's come along this year?
Better. We've made some adjustments. We're going to continue to make adjustments until it's the perfect fit, but it's getting better, and that's all we can ask for.
What will be some keys for your team tonight against DGF?
Serve and pass.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, that's all we need to do, serve and pass.
Your front row, how have you seen them grow, and how have you seen them attack this year?
They're starting to read where the defense is, so that allows them to see the blockers and find the holes versus us having to draw it up for them. So them being able to just read it and see it and then do it is only going to make us better.
All right, Paige, anything else you'd like to add before tonight's game?
Nope.
All right, that is Yellow Jacket head coach Paige Thompson right here on the 549 Media Network.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Well, once again, welcome back into the Hive as we get ready to go for tonight's contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels here. Yellow Jackets come in with a record of 5-10 overall. The Rebels at 9-2. But first, now we want to talk about some big events coming up here for both the Perham Yellowjacket volleyball team as well as the tennis team, as they're hosting a couple events next week. First, we'll start with the Dick Pink event. It's the volleyball's fight against cancer. They'll have that event on September 30th against Detroit Lakes here. T-shirts have been ordered for people to buy and purchase, and there's other great things going on for that night. All proceeds of that event are going to the Anderson family. It's Teresa Anderson currently battling right now. We know she's touched a lot of people in the Perham community, as has her whole family.
Oh, absolutely, Jason. And her years of being a teacher and still being a teacher, and most of these girls, probably these young ladies, have had her in class or just seen her through the hallways and those sorts of things. But it's such a cool night. I know being a part of it for football when we did it as well. It's just one of those things. I don't think you can find hardly anybody in this day and age who hasn't been touched or affected by knowing somebody or someone, a family member or someone really close to them that's been affected by cancer. So it's just such a good spotlight, and it's a great thing to watch kids put themselves forward on a night like that to raise some money and get up in the stands and sell T-shirts and those things. Kind of that service over self, and it makes you realize how much bigger life is than this game on any given night. And I think it's a great perspective for all of us to just remember the importance of every day.
And the T-shirt sales, I know it's on there saying to get them. They have closed. The sales for that have closed, but there are other ways to donate. We'll get that out to you. Our next broadcast, when the Yellow Jackets take on Pelican Rapids next week, Paige Thompson and I are going to highlight the Pink Out event a little bit more, but we just want to get that out there a little bit tonight. But another one that's coming up is on September 24th when the Perham Yellowjacket tennis team hosts Wadena Deer Creek at 4:30. It's Game Set Cure Day. They're doing a little cookout and a free will donation where money will go to two parents of the Perham New York Mills tennis team that's battling cancer right now.
Yeah, what an awesome idea. And if it's Coach Miller or whoever came up with this, what a fun way to wrap up something that's outside in the first place, is to bring in that atmosphere of almost like a tailgating for tennis, and what a great event that's going to be too, and a great way for people, if you haven't been out to support volleyball or tennis, it's a great night to get out and watch these. In this case, the young ladies participate, and both teams are having some success, and that tennis team is on a roll. So not only is it a part of the whole night and the support you can give, but you can come out and support the athletes as well.
And I do know the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines will be wearing orange that day in honor of one of their members, their coach's daughter, who had passed away to childhood cancer. They're trying to get that information. It is for Jane Feemeyer, the head coach. She was the daughter that passed away due to leukemia at the age of 8. They're going to be wearing orange in honor of her, who was the coach's daughter. They're wearing orange. They've had raised over $50,000 at an event earlier this year. And these two schools coming together, like you said, service over self.
Unbelievable. And when you think about, we talk about almost rivals to family on a night like that. And the big part about that, Jason, whether it's the football game or the volleyball game or tennis or basketball this winter, everyone walks away a winner that night, because we put all of our personal things aside and we focus on what's most important, and it's the people in our community and that's surrounding.
You'll be able to find more information on those nights at our Perham Facebook page, Perham Public Schools Facebook page, and we'll have more information as well as those nights are coming up. We'll take a break, come back, get you set up for tonight's game between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Once again, welcome back here into the Hive as we get ready to go for tonight's contest. Once again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. And if you'd like to join on and become a sponsor of 549 Media, please send me an email, jgrowth@perham.k12.mn.us, and I'll get you set up and hopefully get you on board here with 549 Media. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors: United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Jack Chivers Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, New Horizons Realty, Nia's Family Sales, and Hanson's Plumbing and Heating. We thank you for jumping on board as we get ready to go. We're moments away still from tonight's contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels, and we'll take a look at our starting lineups. First for the Rebels, they'll start a sophomore middle hitter number 2, Ellie Sosa, a junior middle hitter number 8, Aria Garretts, a junior outside hitter number 10, Ellie Boyd, a senior right side hitter number 11, Chloe Fuller, a sophomore center, Hallie Schreiber, and Michaela Bielan, who is a senior outside hitter for the Rebels. The libero tonight is Camille Costello for the Rebels. And the Yellow Jackets will go like this: Cameron Coase, a sophomore center. The libero tonight is a freshman, Sophie Nelson. Senior middle is Greta Razor. A junior outside, Sam Mulzoff. A sophomore outside hitter, Jovi Larson. And a sophomore middle, Addie Hackle. If the Yellow Jackets are serving, you'll see Jocelyn Griffin on the court first. If the Yellow Jackets are receiving, it will be Maddie Kunza on the floor for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and it just leads us up to a kind of an important game, I think, as you start to look at how things are laying out here in Section 8AA. Jason is Wadena Deer Creek, we talked about them earlier, still leading the way as of yesterday. Hawley coming in second, East Grand Forks, and then Dilworth in the 4 seed. But when you start to look at, you start to bring that QRF that we talk about and who beats who and how you can jump matches, Dilworth is definitely working their way up towards the top echelon of Section 8AA, and this would be a huge win for the Yellow Jackets if they could pull this out, because it would catapult them up a ways into Section 8AA. But it's going to be a tall feat. Really good team that the Rebels bring in tonight, and by all means, when you rattle off 6 in a row, you're playing confident.
And this also might come into a little bit of the psychological game that could play. The first time these two teams played, I know Paige Thompson talked about it, said they didn't show anything, but DGF cruised to a 3-0 victory. How that plays tonight, does DGF kind of take the pedal off the gas a little bit, knowing that this is a team they handled earlier, and as the Yellow Jackets try to catch them off guard that way.
Yeah, and you hope that's not the case, because you want to beat them at their best, and you want to see the best volleyball you can see. I don't know, they look pretty laser focused here tonight, but good to see the Yellow Jackets. They were running some of their stuff, and it looked like the middle game was really on tonight in warm up. So let's see if that carries over, Jason. And Coach Thompson talked about that. It all boils down to passing, and we try not to talk about it too much because it seems like it's all we talk about sometimes. But that serve receive, if it's not happening, boy, this could be a long night. So look for the Yellow Jackets really getting their feet moving. A good friend of mine and a co-teacher said one of his coaches always told him, keep your feet moving. And I think that's a good model for the Yellow Jackets to live by tonight.
And also a couple names that we've seen recently that have kind of stepped up. We haven't had a chance to see them in person, but we know they've stepped up through listening to radio broadcasts, talking to coaching staff. One is Sam Molzoff has really started to play some big minutes, some big plays for the Yellow Jackets, and you really expect to see a lot from her again. And also I think Jovi Larson is starting to come into her own, will be another key for the Yellow Jackets as well.
Right, and both of them, took two different paths to get here. Jovi started out the year on varsity and kind of battled her way through being one of those younger athletes that Coach Thompson was talking about. Sam Molzoff took a different direction. She went kind of that JV route and was just playing so well. She worked herself into that spot, and you got to love that. I think that's the battle that within yourself that Coach Thompson's trying to build in these ladies is just come out and compete. It doesn't matter who starts. It doesn't matter. When you get in the game, it's your turn to shine. So, and good job by Sam Molzoff to do just that.
Again, we're just a few minutes away from the opening serve here from the Hive, as it should be a fun one between the Rebels and the Yellow Jackets. The Rebels again cruising right now with a record of 9-2. The Yellow Jackets with a record of 5-10, but now starting to play some better volleyball. We'll take a quick timeout, come back. We'll have your starting lineups here on the 549 Media Network.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
And welcome back into the Hive as the Perham Pep Band has done a great job tonight. Finishes the national anthem. We'll now send it down to Perham Yellow Jacket Public Address Announcer Arleon.
The DGF Rebels. Non-starters, Livia West. Number 4, Carly Wagner. Number 5, Katie Kittleson. Number 9, Carly Tweeden. Number 12, Monica Stewart. Number 15, Lexi Fromke. Number 16, Maya Lutke. And number 19, Madeline Iwan. Now let's meet the starting lineup for DGF. Number 2, Ellie Sosa. Number 3, Michaela Bielen. The libero this evening, number 6, Camille Costello. Number 8, Aria Garrett. Number 10, Ellie Boyd. Number 11, Chloe Fuller. And number 14, Hallie Schreiber. Assistant coach for the Rebels, Andrea Anderson, Steph Hansen, and Serena Hansen. Managers, Olivia Sanders, Annalise Ost, Emily Nelson, and the head coach for DGF, Tessa Tisberg. And now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Perham Yellowjackets. Non-starters, number 4, Devin Solberg. Number 7, Mari Pulver. Number 10, Mia Zacharias. Number 11, Chesney Esser. Number 12, Natalie Flatto. Number 15, Reagan Hamburger. Number 16, Maddie Kunza. Number 19, Kyla Wolf. And number 21, Rena Keldor. Let's meet the starting lineup. Number 1, Cameron Coast. Number 2, Jocelyn Griffin. The libero, number 3, Sophie Nelson. Number 6, Greta Razor. Number 9, Sam Molsla. Number 13, Joby Larson. And number 14, Abby Hackle. Assistant coaches, Aaron Mosier, Tiffany Emberger, Miranda Sazama, and Tashi Garber. Manager, Drew Mosier. And the head coach of the Yellowjackets, Miss Paige Thompson.
I'd like to thank Harley Ohm with your starting lineups. Does a great job on the public address here at Perham High School as we get ready to go for this one. Yellow Jackets in their home black and yellowish gold against the Rebels in their road white, gray numerals, black trim as they get ready to go for this one here. From the Hive, Lance, should be a fun one again.
Yeah, looking forward to some good volleyball, Jason. We haven't been on for a while and haven't got to see the Yellow Jackets play, so looking forward to a lot of those things that Coach Thompson talked about in your interview with her.
Yellow Jackets will serve first. That means Jocelyn Griffin will be in the front row for the starting lineup. Camilo Costello comes in quickly for Aria Garrett in the back row for the Rebels. As we get ready to go, student section getting pumped up as they dance around. As we go through the lineups with the officials, a veteran crew on hand tonight.
Yeah, I just caught a glimpse of the student section dancing from the, well, maybe not the bottom row, but towards the top. They're liking Mr. Ohm's selection in music to get this thing started.
Tessa Tisberg, the longtime coach of the Rebels. She's assisted by Andrea Anderson, Steph Hansen, Serena Hansen. Paige Thompson, first-year head coach of the Yellow Jackets, assisted by Aaron Mosier, Tiffany Hemberger, and Miranda Sazma. And now we are ready to go with Cameron Coast to start things off with our first serve of the night. Coast to serve. And sends that over. Now the set here near far side. Yelling Skies for that one, but the Yellow Jackets into the net, and it's 1-0 Rebels.
Yeah, nice clean setup there by the Rebels, Jason, right away. We kind of thinking what you thought after winning 3-0, but they came out swinging away, and seemed like that's how they started warm-ups too, so let's see if that continues.
Ellie Sosa actually with that kill. Now she is serving. Now that's Hackle sends it over. Sosa dives, keeps that alive. Now in the middle for Garrett. Garrett tips that over. Now the back set here for Griffin into the net, blocked. Kept alive though by Griffin. Now Coast will send it over. Set here in the middle for Garrett again. She just set over right to coast. Now Razor at the set there for Larson into the block. It was going to be out, but Nelson dove for it. And it's now 2-0 in favor of the Rebels.
Yeah, and again, I think it's going to be one of those. I don't think you can allow a team that's on a roll the way the Rebels are, Jason, to have any free shots at you. So look for the Yellow Jackets. Keep their feet moving. Get a good setup here.
Goes at the set far side for Griffin. Nice attack there, but Boyd keeps it alive. Now into the net there, and 4 hits against the Rebels will give the Yellow Jackets their first point of the night.
Interesting change, Jason, since the beginning. Griffin was solely a right side player for them on their offensive attack. Now has switched over to the other side more. That we saw that the last one. Looks very comfortable over there.
Punched down for the kill by Ellie Boyd. The Rebels now have a 3-1 lead. And it looks like Chloe Fuller will serve. The jersey maker at DGF, probably.
It's a long story about jerseys and uniforms. You don't want to get me started.
Set here, now there for Razor. She pounds it, but it's dug up there by Bielen. Saved there by Fuller, sent over by Costello. A set in the middle for Razor and down for the kill for Greta Razor. And it's 3-2.
Another thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if it's a change or just rotation or how it is, but it seems like the Yellow Jackets are making a real conscious effort, Jason, to get Razor going early. I know with some of those matches we did earlier in the season, it took her a while, maybe second set even to get going, but it looks like they got a plan to get her rolling right away.
Sophie Nelson to serve. Nice short serve there. Rebels are able to keep it alive, but the Yellow Jackets have an opportunity to take advantage. They go to Griffin. Blocked at the net, but kept alive by the Rebels. Sent over there. Now Mulzoff blocked it out. Sam Mulzoff on the attack, side of 3.
You talked about her earlier, Jason, making her way in, and that, you saw that confidence right there. There was no gonna tip or looking. She was just gonna power it through, and good for her. Another point for the Yellow Jackets.
Nelson with the serve. Another short serve. Costello steps up for that one, though, on the return. Garrett in the middle directs that. Mulzoff keeps it alive. Set there, now they go to Griffin. It's a nice attack there at Iwan. Sent over. The Yellow Jackets have an opportunity again. Mulzoff softly hits that over. Now on the far side into the block and a kill for Carly Tweeten. And it's 4-3. Rebels regain their lead after a 3-all tie.
Yeah, and it was a nice job by Mulzoff there. She hit the first one, tried to the hammer shot, then she did a little roll shot, just about caught the Rebels off guard.
Griffin into the net. Rebels lead this one 5-3 now on your 549 media scoreboard.
Be interesting. I'm kind of in coaching mode yet here, Jason, but Garrett hasn't swung through the middle, even though they've set her up 2 or 3 times. It's been a tap over. See if there's some adjustment for the Yellow Jackets. Maybe they can gain an edge on that.
Nice strong serve there by the Rebels. Now set for the near side, that's Bielen. But the Yellow Jackets are into the net. A little bit of a run for the Rebels right now. They lead 7-3. That's 4 in a row for DGF.
And I don't think you want things to get out of hand here too early. So we talk the timeout game all the time. This might be one of those places, if the Yellow Jackets can't get in their offensive set, just to throw the Rebels out of rhythm a little bit.
Mulzoff. Costello now. Far side, nice attack. Big save there by Coast. Now Mulzoff sends it over. Looking far side, too long, and it's out. I believe that was Tweeten on the attack for DGF.
And just as I said, Garrett's been tapping over. She swings away that time. So maybe a ploy by her to draw the Yellow Jackets up.
Set there for Mulzoff. Off the net, kept alive. Now Razor puts it down for a kill. And a big one there for the Yellow Jackets, stops the bleeding momentarily.
Real interesting, Jason. You know, I think there's been some talk about that push, you know, and that one looked really good, but there's been some net play where that push has been something that's come to play more here in the last couple years.
Kunza serves, now keeps it alive. Back row attack, Hackle. Costello there, the set. Far side and in on a shot there. And a nice attack and a kill for Tweeten again.
Boy, she's come in and just, she kind of has that slide where it's a rounding coming in and hits it across court with some power. I've got her down unofficially for 3 kills already out of the 9 points for the Rebels.
Strong serve again by Costello. The return by Hackle hits the divider and drops. It's now 10-4. Costello to serve, and the Rebels send that low. Well, the Yellow Jackets will get the serve again. It's be Greta Razor to the service line. Yellow Jackets looking to try to build some momentum any way possible here in set 1. Iwin with the set there, now trying to come up and save it was Sosa. Can't. It's 10-6.
Set up with a nice serve there by Razor. You know, good trajectory on that. Over into the corner. Goes opposite corner that time.
Attack sent over there by Biela. Now Hackle attacks, but actually Sosa knocks it down for the block at the net. Now Tweeten will serve.
Sophie Nelson sends it over.
Now attack just long on that attempt there, I believe by Biela, and it's now 11-7.
A lot of unforced errors, Jason, on both sides tonight to start this, and you know, it might just be one of those nights. It might be a little bit of nerves, but I think it'll be the first team that settles down here, and there's another one, and a nice serve there for the Yellow Jackets.
Closes it to 3. Close the Yellow Jackets have been in a while since they trailed.
Moles off with that ace.
Another strong serve by her at Costello. Now a set near side, put over. That time by Fuller. Now Molzoff steps into the block, and it's put down by Sosa. Or 4 hits is going to be the call against the Yellow Jackets. Now Nelson will come back in. Now Bielen will serve. Just a low, nice serve by Bielen. Razor unable to get to that one, and an ace for Bielen. Bielen does a little bit of everything for DGF, a dynamic softball player as well for the Rebels.
Yeah, that serve was a nasty one for sure.
Now she backs up Razor and gets another one. That's 14-8 Rebels.
Again, the only thing I can relate it to is seeing a changeup and then seeing a fastball and kind of being fooled, and that's what she's doing is she's moving the Yellow Jackets back and forth as she gets her 3rd one in a row here.
A lot of talk last night with a buddy of mine about the great Greg Maddox and how he set people up, and Michaela Bielen's doing that right now. We'll take a break. The Rebels lead by 7.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets trailed the Rebels 15-8 in game number 1. And part of the things I was talking about that conversation, we were talking about how One year, Maddox threw a pitch inside to Jeff Bagwell, and Bagwell took him yard, only to set him up in the playoffs with 3 straight changeups so they couldn't adjust to him. Bagwell struck out in a key moment. And Maddox talked to his catcher, and he goes, that's why I did it. And that's kind of what we're seeing from Bjelland. You back him up with one, drop in a short one, and do the same thing again.
Right, she has used the whole court, and that's impressive, and here she floats another one. It forces the Yellow Jackets to send it over free, which we talked about. You can't do it. Here will be another setup for the Rebels.
Nice key play there by Nelson to keep it alive in the back row. Now Razor takes charge, keeps that one alive. Now set there for Larson off the block. Costello's there to keep it alive. A pass far side, Fuller extends, but it's blocked and out as Fuller gets that one for the Rebels. 16-8, Rebels doing what you look at the standings, what they're supposed to do right now.
Well, they have the Yellow Jackets scrambling a little bit on defensive. You shouldn't see Cameron Coast run the way she is, and here's another swing by Larson.
Costello.
I'll let you finish.
Costello in the back row just attacking and saving one that looks like it's going to be out. Now the Yellow Jackets with a chance. Larson sends that long.
Yeah, just to finish my point, Jason, is you want to get it to your setter where she's not running, because that makes it sends everything out of rhythm. And for the Yellow Jackets right now, Coast is covering a lot of the floor. So if you watch number 1, she's having to go lots of places. So for the Yellow Jackets, that was talked about in your pregame. Passing is key. Right now, we got to get back to fundamentals, and here's a good one.
Mari Pulver in for the Yellow Jackets as Bjelland has now ran off this nice run. It's 6 straight points for the Rebels. They lead 17-8. Now Hackle sends that one to the back row, but saved that time by Schreiber. That's sent long. The Yellow Jackets will capitalize on the miss hit by Boyd.
And what we've been talking about, Jason, isn't just a Yellow Jacket thing. You saw the Rebels right there having to scramble. When you have to scramble, things get out of sequence, and then your timing and your steps are off. You don't hit the ball quite as well.
Close with a strong serve there, but the Rebels strong in the serve receive, but the block goes out between Griffin and Hackle at the net, and it's now 18-9. That is Sosa at the service line now. Olivia West has come in. So Rebels able to bring in some other players with an 18-9 lead. At Nelson, sent over by Razor. Set here, the backside for Fuller off the block. Nelson tries to keep it alive. Pulver with a late dive attempt, unable to get to it.
Boy, that was great effort, though, when you notice Fuller swung and she thought it was down for sure, so you got to give the Yellow Jackets credit on that. But you're seeing the dynamic weaponry that the Rebels come with, Jason, as there's about 6 girls now with the kill in tonight's match so far.
And there's one for the Yellow Jackets as they catch a break there, make it 19-10. But one thing with the team that attacks like the Rebels do, they're also scrappy defense. They really get to everything. That one may not have, but they have for the most part tonight.
And if you're the Yellow Jackets, now's the time to make a run. Addie Hackle's been pretty good at the service line, and there's the jinx of the night as she hits it off the top. The white stripe, and again, if that falls over, it's one of those that nobody can return, but back to the Rebels we go.
Fuller to serve. Right at Razor. Now Coast gives chase. Hackle in the back row with the attack. Costello, tough hit there, coming to track that down is Boyd. Now Costello will send that over. Coast with the set there for Razor. She extends, tries a tip, but there to read it well with Schreiber, and a kill in the middle for Arya Garrett. And it's 21-10. Arya Garrett, excuse me. As Fuller will serve once again for the Rebels.
And again, just me, but that's one I would really like to see Razor swing on. It was in another ace for the Rebels, but I'd like to see her swing where we're at in this. They needed a little lift, and she tried the tap, which isn't a bad play, but yet she's been swinging so well. I would have loved to seen her try to crush that one.
Fuller to serve. Nelson backs up. Coast. Now there for Razor. She swings at that one and is able to get a kill. That one was received well, passed up front well, and set perfectly.
Yeah, and that's the lift you need at a time like this, and Razor's got that ability. We've seen her, Jason, rattle off 4, 5, 6 when she gets rolling here. She's tough to defend at the net.
Sophie Nelson to serve. Yellow Jackets trailed by 11. Into the nets on the attack attempt. That time by Tweeten. The Yellow Jackets trail by 10. Thank you for tuning in tonight on the 549 Media. As Nelson will serve. Now Tweeten off the tape. Malzoff keeps it alive. Goes to Griffin. Griffin with a nice attack, but kept alive nicely by West from DGF. Now Razor Coast tracks it down, sets far side. Malzoff into the nets. Rebels will serve, leading by 11. Low serve off the tape. Hackle sends it over, and it goes out on the serve receive. I believe that is Ellie Boyne at the line. Razor backs up on the receive. And sent over. Set in the middle for Garrett. Coast keeps it alive. Nelson just sends that over. Just finds the inside corner off the edge of the screen, but drops that in. Does Sophie Nelson as it's 24-13. Yellow Jackets to serve with Maddie Kunza. Nice low serve there by Kunza. Garrett on the attack and gets the kill to close set 1 for the Rebels. They take it 25-13. We'll take a break. We thank you for watching. Rebels lead 1-0.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Vergas, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Vergas, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware, right here in downtown Perham.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets drop set 1 to DGF, 25-13. They're getting ready for set number 2, and I believe there was an announcement about the Yellow Jacket tennis team. I know they defeated Roseau by a score of 7-0. Last I heard, they were still on the court with DL, but waiting for an update on that from some of our many sources in the community.
Yeah, and go back to a question you brought up early as we've got 20 seconds on the clock here yet before we begin, Jason, that you were wondering after a 3-0 win sweep at home for Dilworth how they would come out. They looked pretty darn sharp to me. One of the things that I think you brought up that I thought was spot on was they're not one-dimensional. They're not just going to come up and hit the ball hard. They cover the floor so well, and their service game has been really, really good. I have them down unofficially for 6 aces in that first one, and they move the ball around really well.
They'll start with service for set number 2. And it'll be Michaela Bjelland to serve for the Rebels.
And she had 3 of them in the first. She's kind of the one that started that run that really separated the first set for the Rebels.
Got the Greg Maddox comparison on that run. And now she'll serve to start things off. Kunza steps in. Ghost has to track that one down, and now Razor sends it over. Off the tape, it's going to be an illegal hit against the Yellow Jackets for the lift.
Well, and let's see now. That was kind of a hard line drive down the middle. Maybe a floater coming here or something, a little change up.
There it is. Drops that right in front of Nelson. When they backed up, you could see the hole in the middle of the court was there, and Bjelland with the control just drops that in.
Yeah, she's a dynamic server. It's almost like she can place it right where she wants it to be. Nice job kind of taking advantage of the Yellow Jackets.
Hackle of the attack, but the Rebels keep it alive. Now on the slide for Hackle. Off the wrist and down, but dug up there by Fuller. Now punch back over, and the Rebels capitalize and lead 3-0.
Yeah, and again, you just see just that well-rounded team, and you called it early, Jason, how well, and it starts with this service game.
Yellen on a roll already. Tough one there, and it drops in, but, it is in. For Hackle, she had to stretch back. Defy the laws of physics a little bit on that one, and got that one in to make it 3-1.
Somebody would have had to come and get my arm if I would have stretched like that, but a nice job by Hackle in midair nonetheless, making that recovery.
And the serve hits the pin, and it's now 4-1.
And again, I would imagine, Jason, those are the things that are driving the coaches crazy. You just make a really good play, and then you have an unforced error.
Ellie Sosa to serve, Yellow Jackets. And the Rebels having a discussion with the up official. I think we're squared away. Sosa will serve.
It appears to be okay now.
Tough receive again for the Yellow Jackets, giving the Rebels an opportunity. Fuller tries to take advantage. Saved there, that time by Schreiber. Now they're going to go near side. Tough play there, but keeping it alive was Boyd. Now it's Hackle. Rebels keep it alive. Now Fuller punches it over. Nelson there. Coast passes it back. Larson. Garrett in the middle to tip. Diving Coast saves it. There's Fuller with another strong attack. Now Griffin into the net.
And there's one I think you look at, Jason, and the end result isn't obviously what you want to have happen, but there was like 8 good plays in there for the Yellow Jackets. It's just getting that finishing one. Great hustle, nice job. They just have to put that finishing touch on this, and this team could do some damage when it comes time at Section 8AA.
That one put down by Fuller. 6-1 in favor of the Rebels.
You just see the confidence in the Rebels right now. Starts with this serve game. They've just been devastating for the Yellow Jackets, changing this up.
Set there for Hackle. Nice save again by Schreiber. Rebels miscommunication in the back row into the net. A rare error in the second set for the Rebels as it's 6-2. Now serving will be Abby Hackle. She's one that's had some success at the service line for the Yellow Jackets this year. Nice, that strong serve there gets the ace.
And she'll appreciate that I didn't say anything because last time I did it went off the tape and was short, but
see, we know which one believes in the announcer jinx and which one doesn't.
Absolutely.
And that is a strong attack and a kill for Ellie Boyd. She powered that one through. And it all starts with that serve receive. They received the serve well and got the nice pass, and then it was buried.
Yeah, they're really a solid team, and it's fun to watch them work hard, first of all. And secondly, you don't know which lady's going to be set up for the hit, so it's really tough to defend and get that block up, a single block, let alone a double.
Razor into the nets. And the Rebels are back up by 5. Led 6-1 earlier. Now 8-3.
It's amazing how fast that goes, Jason. It just seemed like it was 5-3, and there's a serve long. But again, you just can't take too many chances, and you're digging yourself a big hole, and it's too hard to get out of.
Sophie Nelson will serve. A floater, nice serve there, but again, on the receive that time, Tweeten. Yellow Jackets will have this opportunity, and they need to capitalize to go to the middle with Razor. Nice attack, strong hit, but it's Yellen that keeps it alive, now sent long.
And again, not the initial kill, but it was hit pretty hard, and again, it got the Rebels off of what they wanted to do. So that's what I said earlier, and no disrespect to Razor when she tapped it over, but I wanted to see that because that sets up your team with a little energy.
Garrett in the middle, blocked down by Razor, and Griffith in the middle, and the Yellow Jackets have closed back 2-2 at 8-6. Nelson continuing to serve. Nelson, short serve. Costello gets to it now, put down and out along the far sideline. That one on the attempt by Boyd goes wide, and the Yellow Jackets within 1.
And now you got the Rebels trying to regroup a little bit here, Jason, after a nice run by the Yellow Jackets.
Garrett in the middle, over the block. Nelson punches it up. Pass up, Malzoff will send it over. Costello there. Now the Rebels with an opportunity again. Tough pass and a nice block there by the Yellow Jackets. Kept alive. It's one of those tough ones along the line. Rebels reeling. Now the Yellow Jackets opportunity if the Rebels get this over. Hackle there. Coast to set in the middle. Razor blocked back. Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Now Garrett again. Punches it down. Nelson keeps it up. Pass far side. Malzoff off the block. Costello. Set near side. Out to tape and down in front of Hackle in the back row. An exciting point, but it goes the Rebels' way on the kill by Ellie Boyd.
Yeah, that's the best I've seen the Yellow Jackets move on the floor, Jason, and that gives you that hope that things are coming together the way Coach Thompson has drawn it up for the Yellow Jackets. But nice effort on that one. But again, effort only gets you so far when you don't get that point. So look for the Yellow Jackets to rally here.
Hackle into the net. It's now 10-7.
Again, deep serve usually came with the floater by DGF, but this one's also a deep, hard serve.
Hackle sets it over. Sent over by the Rebels. Hackle to pass for the set for Griffin. Garrett launches that over now, going near side. Griffin again into the net. Apparently blocked. Oh, don't matter. Into the net it goes.
I was almost thinking 4 hits. I think that's where you were going with that, Jason, but obviously a lot closer to the action than we are the judges.
Garrett sends that one wide, but there's a tip at the net. But the Rebels extend the lead to 12-7. Short serve, Griffin receives now for Razor. Sends that one just wide here on the near sideline. We have a timeout. Yellow Jackets trail by 6 here on the 549 Media Network.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Welcome back here. Rebels on a bit of a run. They won the first one 25-13, now lead this one 13-7. It's been 5 in a row since the Yellow Jackets closed to within 1. Yellow Jackets use one of their 2 timeouts. They have 1 remaining. The Rebels have both. And an ace serve for Ellie Boyd.
Service game has been exceptional for the Rebels tonight, Jason, and has led to many points, and it's just changing it up. Nice job here by Hackle.
Razor off the block. Costello keeps it alive. Now there's a block down by Greta Razor. And it's 14-8. Maddie Kunze in to serve. Yellow Jackets trailing by 6, looking to make a run with Kunze at the service line, and it's into the net. Camille Costello to serve. Attacked and blocked. Nice job with the net there by Mulzoff and Razor. Now set again for Razor in the middle, but blocked back. Far side, Mulzoff. Diving attempt to the back row by Boyd, but she can't get to it. And Mulzoff gets that one for the Yellow Jackets to cut it to 6 at 15-9.
Mulzoff doesn't overpower you when she hits, but it must cut towards that opposite line, Jason, because it always seems like that back defense person has a hard time getting to it. So nice job by Mulzoff hitting that corner.
Tip at the net. And it's down for the Rebels. Besides that early run, the Rebels in this contest have not really allowed the Yellow Jackets to get anything going, especially in the second set. Hackle punches it over, and a battle at the net gets that one down for the win and the point to make it 16-10. Now Sam Mulzoff will serve. The Yellow Jackets on the court. We've talked about the youth. Just have 1 senior on the floor right now. Mulzoff, a nice low line drive serve. Set near side Fuller. Finds the middle of the floor and it's down. Okay, the Wolf will come in. Excuse me, Kyla Wolf. Bjelland will serve at 17-10.
Probably the last person you want at the service line if you're the Yellow Jackets right now, as I have her for 4 ace serves. And then who doesn't believe in what? But she's just been dynamic up until that point at the service line. And again, maybe tried to take a little too much off that. It looked like her changeup was the serve of choice there.
Toast will serve, and now Griffin's back in for Wolf. Toast with the serve. Costello on the receive, punched over by Fuller, diving save by Coast. Now Griffin sends that back over for Larson to send it over. Set in the middle, attack and down. Ellie Sosa with the kill, and it's 18-11. And Sosa will now serve. She's had a nice night at the service line as well. Now we have a substitution coming in. It won't be Sosa to serve. It will be Livia West. Set there for Hackle. Kept the line by Bjelland, now into the front. Yellowjacks, nice play, Razor to Larson, now Coast sends it over. Fuller skies, but puts it into the net. She got some air on that one, but directed it right into the net. It's 18-12.
Right, nice job by the Yellow Jackets on serve receive on that one. And again, they're within distance and range here. They just got to put a few really nice plays together.
They capitalized on that, but no, they're in the net. Garrett sent it long, but the Yellow Jackets are in the net. So it's 19-12. Now Chloe Fuller will serve. Griffin read that one well to get it over, but Garrett was there and waited for it and blocked it down.
One of the things as I'm watching tonight, Jason, I've been impressed with the Yellow Jackets almost all season long, is their ability to get their block at the net. The Rebels must be running some really good stuff and executing it well, as I don't see the Yellow Jackets getting that block where they want it.
Chesney Essler will come into the back row. Essler, they go right at her. Pass up ahead for Razor and just misses the back line. And it's out. That's 21-12. Essler again for Coast. Now there for Razor. Now she finds inside the line for the kill, does Razor. That's 21-13. The Yellow Jackets to serve.
Nice setup there by Esser. They went, you called it, she came in the game, they went at her twice. She handled both of them really, really well and put the Yellow Jackets in good rhythm.
Sophie Nelson to serve. Garrett Mulzoff keeps it alive. Now they're going to go back to Sam. Sam Mulzoff off the block though. Garrett and the Yellow Jackets alive again now for Griffin. Griffin off the tape and the block. Now Garrett is going to just end it.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, in the net they call.
They say it was Garrett, the one that was in the net.
Again, I was going to say you're flirting with danger if you put that ball up on their side of the net too many times, but worked out for the Yellow Jackets that time.
And there's a kill for.
Is that Boyd on the kill?
That was Boyd,
yeah,
yes.
And now, again, it seems like it's a common theme here. She's at the service line after a big hit by the Rebels. They seem to get to serve next.
Now they'll have an opportunity with this one here. Garrett off the top set. Now pass it over. Now in the back row will be sent over by Nelson. Another opportunity for the Rebels to hit away. And they do just that. Carly Tweeton makes it 23-14.
I hate to sound like that old guy because I know my eyes are getting bad, but those are hard to read, to find the white jersey with the silver number on it.
Coast for Malzoff. Costello dives, saves it for Garrett. Nelson keeps it alive. I'll go to Malzoff again, blocked by Garrett. She's ready for this one, but it's into the net. It's 23-15. Set number 2. Rebels won set 1, 25-13. Kyla Wolf will serve. Wolf with the serve. Set for Garrett. Wolf keeps that alive now. A set for Razor, and she sends that one down right in front of a diving Ellie Boyd. 23-16, Yellowjackets closing the gap a little bit. Garrett punches that one over. Esser and Coast converge. Unable to corral that one at its set point. Costello to try to close it out for the Rebels and make it 2-0. Costello with the serve. Nelson. Coast now for Razor into the net, and that will do it. 25-16. Set number 2 goes to the Rebels. We'll take a break, come back, and get you set up for the third set here on the 549 Media Network.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together. Everybody knows everybody. You know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to the Hive. We're closing in on set number 3 as the Rebels lead this one 2-0. Thank you for tuning in. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making all these broadcasts possible. United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Jack Givers Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, New Horizons Realty, Nice Family Sales, and Hanson's Plumbing and Heating. So we thank you for your support of 549 Media here at the Hive.
And during our break watching the commercials from our sponsors, I was trying to think of a word that best described the Rebels, Jason, and I know it's going to sound really profound, but balance. There's such a balanced team as I look. Fuller with 6 kills, and this is mine, so it's probably way off, but Boyd with 5, Tweeten with 5, Garrett with 5, and then you throw in 5 aces by Bjelland, and all of a sudden you're looking at such a multifaceted team. It makes it pretty tough to defend, and we're seeing that with the Yellow Jackets kind of playing on their heels on the defensive end.
Yellow Jackets will start serving set number 3. Cameron Coast will do the honors to get things going. Yellow Jackets drop set 1, 25-13, drop set 2, 25-16. As the officials go over to see who's on the floor and make sure they're in the right spots very diligently.
Cameron Coast going to step up to the line now after the diligent checking of the lineups. A great setup. Nice job hustling there by the Yellow Jackets. Sent over by Larson. Again, just a little too much for the Yellow Jackets. And again, it always seems like the Rebels are in the right place at the right time and just doing an excellent job tonight of getting out to the early lead and then hanging on to it, Jason.
They have done a great job of that throughout the night, leading 1-0. Now a strong serve. Now Hackle sends that deep into the DGF bench. That was heat-seeking to the bench.
If they weren't awake, they are now over there, coach included.
Coast trying to battle, but into the net she went. That's a quick 3-0 lead. And still serving will be Ellie Sosa. And an ace serve for Sosa. Makes it 4-0.
Yeah, this service game has been a clinic tonight, and there's no way around it. They're just doing a nice job. They have had a few unforced errors, but there haven't been many for what they're trying to do to set themselves up offensively. Starts with this and getting the Yellow Jackets on their heels defensively.
Hackle off the block. The Rebels keeping it alive, though. Ghost with the set for Hackle. That time, she was too much for Boyd and the Rebels, and she went right at Boyd. Got the kill. It's now 4-1. Yellow Jackets will serve in Hackle. Razor will come back into the front row. As Hackle will serve. Just like to see Yellow Jackets build some momentum here against this very solid Rebel squad.
Well, and you had mentioned, Jason, they came back on a really good Staples Motley team after being down 2-0 and ended up winning that one 3-2. And it's going to start 1 point at a time. There's no quick way to win. You just got to win every single point that you can here. And it's a good start here by the Yellow Jackets at that.
Griffin with the attack there makes it 4-2. Hackle will serve. Goes with the set. There for Larson. Kept alive by Bjelland. Now far side Fuller into the net, and a block there at the net for the Yellow Jackets. Now it's 4-3.
And that's one of those that won't go as a kill for Larson, but it was definitely that full swing sent across court, which got the Rebels a little out of system. And so nice job by Larson putting some pressure on them.
Garrett in the middle. Nelson Keeps it alive now. Razor, 2 hands, sends it over. Rebels looking for the lift. Razor just throws it down. It's 4-4. Hackle continuing to serve. Costello tough on that one, and a nice serve, and the Yellow Jackets have a lead at 5-4.
And this is what you talked about earlier, Jason, that continuing to battle, even though the odds are kind of stacked up against you. Nice job by the Yellow Jackets here to jump out to this 5-4 lead.
And we're tied at 5. On a nice attack by the Rebels there. That's what this team, the Rebels, do. They find ways to stop that momentum.
Well, and that wasn't even a really good setup, but Ellie Boyd still was able to go cross court, Jason, and you know, it's one of those things, they just don't let you get a run on them. That's probably the difference that I've seen is they just continue to come at you, and even though the Yellow Jackets had a 3 or 4 point run there, that's probably the longest of the night for them, with the Rebels just not able. They come back with something to shut that down.
Razor off the block, but kept alive by the Rebels. Coming near side again for Boyd. Off the block there. The Rebels there to keep it alive defensively. Boyd again off the tip. And now it's going to be set far side for Larson. She gets a full swing, but it's into the net. And it's 7-5 DGF.
I will say from the first matches that we covered, Jovi Larson's really, she's going on the attack now, and I like to see that. It's going to help the Yellow Jackets down the road. The more experience she gets, I think the better we're going to see all the time.
Coast sends it over, keeps it alive. The Rebels with an opportunity go to Garrett. Blocked back at her. Nelson, pass there for Coast. Now set for Razor in the middle. She gets a chance of full swing, but it's saved nicely in the back row. Now swung back, but it won't matter. Over the Yellow Jacket point, they say no block. Goes off the nets. (7-6) to score. Nelson to serve. Yellow Jacket tennis tonight. They go 2-0, 7-0 over Roseau, 7-0 over Detroit Lakes. They remain undefeated and staying ranked to continue to run. Jameson Miller and staff has really got them going well right now. Garrett kept alive by Hackle. Now it's Hackle in the back row with that attack. Garrett again, just misses the sideline. Rebels thought there was a tip, but she just missed.
Yeah, and back to tennis, Jason, and again, I also congratulate Coach Miller. I was happened to be able to get over there and catch some of that when they defeated the state-ranked Staples Motley Cardinals, and a battle of two closely ranked teams in the state, and what a great atmosphere and a great evening for tennis it was, and congratulations to Coach Miller and his Lady Jackets as they continue to deliver, and we wish them nothing but the best as playoffs will be coming around for them too shortly, I would believe.
And make sure to come out on Tuesday. Game Set Cure Nights, a cookout, free will donation. Money raised will go to two Perham New York Mills families that are currently battling cancer right now. And a great fundraiser put together by the tennis program that will be on Tuesday at 4:30 against Wadena Deer Creek. That's 2 in a row into the net for the Rebels. The Yellow Jackets now lead 9-7. But definitely make sure to come out to that night on Tuesday at the Perham tennis courts. And it's fun to watch those Yellow Jackets. Nelson short serve off the tape. Razor with the free ball puts it down. Yellow Jackets lead 10-7.
And you get a little bit of feel, Jason, of as we get a timeout, Yellow Jackets kind of giving the Rebels a little taste of their own medicine.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together. Everybody knows everybody. You know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellowjackets lead set 3-10-7, and Lance of late, it's kind of been their MO. Drop two, battle back in the third, and force the issue.
Yeah, it's got to be one of those frustrating things if you're Coach Thompson. You're like, why do we have to dig the hole first and then climb our way out of it? Why don't we just start like this? And you know, if you're the Yellowjackets, you gotta just continue to hit, and whether you win or lose this third set, you got to get after it, and you got to put the Rebels on their heels in order to do it. I don't think you can free it over to them very many times. There are just too many weapons on that side.
Speaking of weapons, right there was one of them. Carly Tweeten with the kill. 10-8, and Boyd will serve. For Tessa Tisver's team. Goes set there for Razor, and she just finds it inside the line with that two-hand push. And it's 11-8. Kyla Wolf will serve just inside that line. Line judge is outstanding here at Perham. Continue to do a great job. That one to Nelson. Hackle in the back row. Costello pushes it up. Will be sent over. Yellowjackets with an opportunity on the slide for Razor. Keeps it alive. Now an attack there by the Rebels. That's sweet. Now a tough set for Razor, but she makes it work and gets it past the diving Costello, and the Yellowjackets lead 12-8. Wolf to continue to serve. No serve there, and a strong one. Garrett pushes it over. Wolf there. Coast with the set on the slide for Razor. Through the block, but it's kept alive by the Rebels. Costello sends it over. Wolf to Coast. Coast sets it for Razor in the middle. Blocked back at her by Garrett. Literally saying in your face.
Yeah, and that was a lot of velocity. Stopped at impact right back at you. And boy, Garrett has made a living on that block tonight, Jason. That's just one of those when we talk about balance. They do a lot of things equally well. Nice job there by Coast.
She read that opening in the defense well and drove that one down, and it's 13-9. Now Razor will serve.
For the first time tonight, I see the Yellowjackets relax a little bit on the court. Not that the intensity's gone, but just playing a little bit freer.
And a two-hit call against the Rebels gives the Yellowjackets a 5-point lead at 14-9 in the race to 25. And the Yellowjackets give it right back with a long serve at 14-10 now. Carly Tweeten will now serve. Chloe Fuller will come in, as will Hallie Schreiber. So Tweeten is no longer serving. Hallie Schreiber will serve. And that's off the tape and down for an ace for Schreiber at 14-11.
I was just going to say that Tweeten's had such a good game, but obviously, again, coaches know what they're doing. As right in and ace serve.
Wolf. Now to Hackle. Hackle with the kill as she rises up for that one at 15-11. Now Molzoff will serve. And that one's sent long, and it's now 16-11.
Again, great battle here by the Yellow Jackets.
And a block of the net by Hackle. 17-11, and that touch on it, that shot by Garrett on that block. She got to raise her exit the court. She's come back onto the bench. Good to see that.
Yeah, that was, and it just happened to be right back at her, and there was no defense as hard as she hit it and as quick as it was coming back.
Hackle off the block, gonna kill for Addie Hackle. And she's really stepped up in this third set. And the Rebels are gonna take their second timeout. Yellow Jackets lead set 3, 18-11.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this as I'm a fifth generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community, that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
Welcome back to the Hive, 18-11. Yellow Jackets leading set 3.
Again, the Yellow Jackets, Jason, have done a great job tonight using their timeouts. Now the tides have turned a little bit here, and the Rebels were pretty excited between sets here. And now you see a little bit of maybe a refocus on their part, or just a little bit more seriousness as Molzoff stays at the service line for the Yellow Jackets.
Diving save there in the back row by Molzoff. A battle at the net. Yellow Jackets with Wolf keep it alive. Kunza there steps up to save it. Punched over by Larson. Sent long there by Bielen on the Yellow Jackets. 19-11.
Yeah, this is crazy. The Yellow Jackets just are playing. You wonder how you bottle this to say, hey, this is the way we have to start the games, and the Rebels have kind of been back on their heels. Their game of power has kind of slowed down a little bit as there's a really good swing.
But Fuller at the net wins that battle and makes it 19-12.
And I guess if you're the Rebels, that's where you look for some of your senior leadership and ladies who've been there before, and they went to Fuller, and she's been pretty good all night.
Yellen to serve.
I'm not saying a word.
As we patiently await the whistle. And nice drop serve there, and a tough one for the Yellow Jackets. And it's 19-13. And when you have a service game like Bjelland, you have a chance to make a run here, do the Rebels.
Right, she's moved the ball around all night. There's kind of her floater serve, usually a hard serve to the back row, but she floats it again.
Yellow Jackets do a nice job just to keep that one alive. Now Fuller skies through the block, coast in the middle for Hackle. The tip there, it's kept alive by Schreiber. High pass near side. Wolf punches it up, coast gets to it. Larson will just keep it over. Now it's the Rebels' opportunity. And they take advantage, finding the inside line. Does Ellie Sosa. That's 19-14.
And you notice that there was 3 opportunities, 3 different ladies with the swing, for the Rebels, and that's what we talked about, balance. We talked about what they can do, but it's all set up with this service game. It's just outstanding.
Set off the block there, Fuller with the kill.
Fuller can really elevate, can't she, Jason? I mean, when she's up, her head's above, I mean, she's ready in full swing, and the Yellow Jackets were there for the block. It was just too good a hit.
Razor back in the game for the Yellow Jackets. Trying to stop this run from Bjelland at the line.
Drop serve again. Nice job by the Yellow Jackets getting her out of that position.
Hackle with the kill. Makes it 20-15. Cam Coast will now serve. Fuller again, blocked back, saved there by Bjelland. Boyd. Nelson does a nice job getting to that one. Coast, the set far side for Larson. Off the block, punched alive. Nelson trying, great effort, but can't send it over, and it's 20-16.
Excellent effort and great swing again by Larson. Her stats are not going to look like the way she's played tonight, and sometimes that's just the way the ball bounces or doesn't bounce.
Hackle in the middle. Fuller again. She's been the go-to. Ghost dives. Razor keeps it alive. Nelson sends it over. The Rebels have an opportunity to play one that looks like it's going to go long. They keep it alive though. Boyd punches it over. Razor with a nice diving save. Now it's Larson. She swings. Kept alive again in the back row by the Rebels. Pass to Fuller. Fuller punches it over. Ghost now sets up for Griffin. Griffin through the block. Kept alive. Boyd again punches that through. Larson takes that one on the shoulder, and it's out, and the Rebels have rallied back 20-17. And you might start to think when the Yellow Jackets might use one of their 2 timeouts here. I think that might be one of the things the coaching staff is talking about.
The other thing I noticed, Jason, in this set, the communication is so much better for the Yellow Jackets right now. They're talking and making things more difficult on the Rebels as the Rebels send one into the net, which is a really good point here for the Yellow Jackets.
The trend of the year, whenever I say a team might call a timeout, the momentum goes their way.
There you go.
Hackle will serve.
No such thing as an announcer jinx, though.
There's not. As Fuller buries that one. As it's 21-18. The race to 25. In set 3, the Rebels want to head back on Highway 10. The Yellow Jackets want to play another one. Short serve. Larson. Nice attack, but Costello's there. Boyd pushes that to Nelson, and the Yellow Jackets were in the nets.
Key stop coming up here, I think, Jason, is you can live with that 2-3 point advantage. I don't think you want to get the Rebels the opportunity to close this or even tie it. It's just that momentum swing is so huge.
Pass to Razor. Boyd pushes it up. They're going to go. We're going to go to Garrett, but 2 hits on the set, and the Yellow Jackets will take that break. As it's 22-19, they stay ahead by 3, and now Nelson will serve, needing 3 to close out set 3. To prevent the Rebels from winning in 3. Garrett Coast in the middle for Razor. Punches that over, kept alive. Costello passes it over for Boyd off the block. Set this time. Mulls off. Nice diving save there to keep it alive for the Rebels. Set in the middle, Razor steps into it off the block, gets it down for a kill, and the Yellow Jackets lead 23-19.
Yeah, nice job there by the Yellow Jackets, and again, it's been their play now that's got the Rebels scrambling a little bit on defense. And again, I love when Razor's in that middle position. It just seems like she's she swings so effortlessly, and it's hit so hard.
And that one is out on the attack. Very, very close, but just out. And the Yellow Jackets have set point. Nelson to serve. Pushed over. Hackle comes up, sends it back over. The Rebels have a chance. Garrett in the middle. Misses the line. It's out on the Yellow Jackets. Takes set 3. They win it 25-19. They're going to play another as the Yellow Jackets now trail 2-1.
Yeah, really good answer by the Yellow Jackets there, Jason, as they never backed away the whole time. And I thought their attack was better. I also thought their communication was a lot better defensively. You could hear it up here, which tells me that they were being more verbal than they had been in the past. And that's a good sign for the Yellow Jackets and some things they can build on here. And now 2-1, you put a little pressure on the Rebels. Let's see how they respond.
We'll take a break, come back with set number 4 here on the 549 Media Network.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together. Everybody knows everybody. You know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Welcome back to the Hive. Game number 4 coming up between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels. The Yellow Jackets trail 2-1. Rebels took set 1, 25-13. They took set 2, 25-16. Yellow Jackets responded, take set 3, 25-19.
And again, I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, you got to keep the pressure on. I like what they did defensively. I thought Kayla Wolf came in and did a really good job for them. That was kind of when the tide turned a little bit. She did a nice job of just getting the Yellow Jackets on rhythm and getting it going. And she's out there to start this 4th set, Jason. And those are the little things I think you look for, is just building confidence. You're going. Again, you're going to find out how Razor, that she took kind of a hit there in the middle of that match, of how she's doing. Hopefully she can keep swinging, because that's an awful big difference when she's playing really well.
Caleb Yellen will start the service game for set number 4. Goes right at Razor. Larson will send it over off the tape. Costello calls for it. There for Boyd, blocked by the Yellow Jackets, but it's out. Rebels early, 1-0. Yellen will serve again.
Again, it's fun, and there's that floating serve again. The Yellow Jackets kind of getting in there. I wonder if she won't go to a deep serve if she gets another chance. Yellow Jackets kind of playing that position right now.
And that one's just sent long, and we're all square at 1.
Again, for the Yellow Jackets, Costa's done a nice job tonight. She's worked extremely hard. We talked about that last time we were on the air, just kind of getting this Jackets into their offense.
Coast keeps that alive. And it's sent out there by Larson, trying to send it over. 2-1 Rebels. Rebels will serve. Ellie Sosa. Mari Pulvers comes in and Sosa puts it into the net. We've exchanged points for the first 4. We're tied at 2.
And I believe that's back-to-back times Sosa's been in the rotation. That, and that's just kind of goes to show how volleyball is, I think, Jason. It's a total confidence game, and the Yellow Jackets are stepping up there right now and serving really well.
Pulver keeps it alive. Now they're going to set for Pulver. Swings. Now set there, but no one's home, and the Rebels, though, are in the net. So the Yellow Jackets, by swinging, get the Rebels a little out of rotation in the net. 3-2, Yellow Jackets lead, and Hackle continues to serve. Right at Bjelland. Pass up front row. Fuller leaps skies for the kill. Tied at 3.
Boy, it's nice to have someone like Fuller on your team, though, Jason, that you know when things start getting a little awry, you set it up for her, and she's been really dynamic tonight on her kill percentage.
Punch over, blocked at the net. Yellow Jackets win the battle at the net, as a lift is called on the Rebels. 4-3. Yellow Jackets lead as we continue to exchange points. And now serving will be number 3, Sophie Nelson. Nelson with the serve for the Yellow Jackets. They receive the set near side for Tweeten. Mozoff punches it alive, now has a chance. Costello there. Setting again, this time they're going for the backside. It's there. Kept alive. Yellow Jackets send it over with Hackle. That's Sosa's getting some swings on the far side. Sosa lunges back, keeps it alive. Now set near side. Griffin in the net. And it's 4-4.
Yeah, Sosa getting the work out there is, you know, that ability to be able to hit once, but then set right back up and hit a second time. Again, nice deep serve by the Rebels. They've lived all night. If they're rolling well, it starts at that service line.
Razor with the left hand. Kept alive. Razor again, left hand. Sosa sets it up. Now they're going near side for Bjelland. She gets a kill. And it's 5-4. Serving will be Ellie Boyd, the junior, for DGF. The DIlworth-Glyndon-Felton Rebels. And it's in on the serve, and it's an ace. It's 6-4. The Rebels on a little bit of a run now here in set 4. Short serve there. Hackle in the middle for Razor on the kill into the net. 7-4 Rebels. Might see a timeout here from the Yellow Jackets, and we do.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back to the Hive out of the timeout. Rebels lead 7-4.
Again, when I think the Yellow Jackets have gotten into trouble tonight a little bit, Jason, with their swings is when it hasn't been at the net. They've been very successful if they can get it set up, get that swing to happen right at the net. Anything off the net at the I or the H level, it seems like the Rebels are just there, or they get a good block on. So look for the Yellow Jackets to get this set up, get closer to the net, get some good swings in.
Sent over here, and it finds the sideline for the kill for the Rebels, and it's now 8-4. Perham swimming team was in action tonight against Park Rapids. Park Rapids earned a 106-71 victory, but Courtney Sky reports there's several good swims and a good competition tonight from the Yellow Jacket swimming and diving team tonight. They were in Park Rapids. Razor there, no. In the net, but it's sent over and down, and it's 9-4. And you can find results of those scores and a weekly recap at PerhamYellowjackets.com. Also find a look at how Yellow Jackets in college are doing, and weekly review of that as well on PerhamYellowjackets.com. Garrett, but Nelson keeps it alive. Razor sends it over. Now in the middle, Garrett again off the tip and off the block and down. The Yellow Jackets up, trail 10-4.
Yeah, and a good start here for the Rebels. You don't know if it's refocusing or, they just kind of, things in rotation are working better for them. But the Yellow Jackets aren't moving quite as well on defense again. They had such a good third set, and there's one set really long. So maybe this is something that'll light the fire here for the Yellow Jackets, and we'll see that comeback like we did in set 3.
Carla Wolf to serve for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jacket cross country team competed today in Ricori. They sent their junior varsity to that event. The girls took 4th, the boys were 6th, as the Yellow Jackets varsity will be running tomorrow at the Roy Griak at the University of Minnesota. Into the net, 10-6, or 11-5, excuse me. For the Rebels, and Costello will serve. The Griak, another fun one. The Yellow Jackets place in the championship field.
Yeah, and the number of runners from anywhere from junior highs, I believe, all the way to D1s.
There will be a few former Yellow Jackets competing as well at that. Nice kill there. Sam Malzoff makes it 11-6. Be interesting to keep an eye on those runners as they make that competition.
Absolutely.
Nice serve there, but Razor Costello keeps it alive. Tough pass. Those Yellow Jackets will have an opportunity if they can control it. They go here to Hackle off the slide and get the break off the tape and down, and it's 11-7. Greta Razor will serve. Tough receive. Right on attack there in the back row to Razor. Hackle in the middle. Nice diving attempt. The Rebels can't keep it alive. Boyd tried as she might, but it was unable to keep it alive, and it's 11-8. Yellow Jackets on a bit of a run here, Lance.
Boy, and Hackle has had a nice, it was a slower start than we're used to from Addie. She's really come on here with 6 kills in this last couple sets and doing just a nice job keeping DGF at bay a little.
And the Rebels come back. Tweeton with the kill there. Carly Tweeton, the junior. Really on the attack in the first set was Tweeton. He's done a nice job, been consistent for much of the night. Now Hallie Schreiber, the sophomore, will serve. The Rebels leading by 4. Into the net. And we've seen the Rebels as this night has wore on kind of make more what we have said as uncharacteristic mistakes for them.
Yeah, it's unforced errors, and it was the Yellow Jackets earlier. There's one off the tape.
tough receive on that one.
Again, Fuller back in, in play, and it's just that ability she has to stop a run. But back to that point, I just see more unforced errors that have been uncharacteristic for the Rebels as there's an ace serve, and you just kind of wonder, a game of momentum. I've never seen a game, any sport that I've been around, that momentum is a bigger swing than in volleyball, Jason.
Caleb Yellen to serve. Addie Hackle through the block with a kill there for the Yellowjackets. I remember a longtime coach up in Grand Rapids talked to me about volleyball when I was discussing with her, and one of the things she talked about the most was getting the momentum and maintaining it, how important it was, especially in this rally scoring, how quickly it can get away from you.
Right, and I think you just hit the nail on the head right there with the rally scoring. In the old conventional days, whoa, I've seen one like that for a while, and again, it was off the block and rolled down the net, and so point for the Rebels. But yeah, this rally scoring, Jason, you can find yourself down from 4 all the way to 8 and 9 in an awful hurry.
Carly Wagner will serve for the Rebels at 15-10. Rebels leading by 5. At Razor. Set for Hackle. Unable to stay out of the net was Hackle. Set kind of led her there in the momentum and tried her best to stay out, but there was no chance.
Well, I was going to say that was going to be a heck of a tightrope if she was able to stay out of the net on that one, and it was a great effort just to get that close as another ace.
And now it's a 7-point lead, and Malzoff will come in for Nelson in the back row. Head coach Paige Thompson directing the defense against the strong serve. Right at Malzoff. Yellowjackets punch it over, but the Rebels, Fuller will just send it over now. Malzoff. They set far side Pulver. Kept alive by Bjellen. Strong kill on the down there. For a kill on the near side. That's Boyd again, and it's 18-10. Rebels in control. Jackets called timeouts.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellowjackets trailing the Rebels 18-10 as the Yellowjackets have used their second timeout. They dropped set 1, 25-13, dropped set 2, 25-16, rallied back in set 3, played some strong volleyball, won that one 25-19, but now trail 18-10 in the race to 25. And at the service line, Carly Wagner. As the hush falls over the crowd as Wagner will serve. Another strong, low serve that just barely clears the tape for an ace. And it's 19-10. But now a change back. Nelson in the back row, and also Maddie Kunze will come into the back row.
Right, and Wagner's not messing around. She's just going right at the Yellowjackets, trying to pick them apart in the back row. So a nice change up here is another bullet serve, and man, right on cue is 3 aces in a row.
Can Wagner make it 4 in a row as it's 20-10? Nope, into the tape.
I'll leave that one go, Jason. You know what I was going to say.
I believe you're going to talk about a jinx of some sort. Hackle, as Razor comes in, Hackle will serve.
I believe it's still in the word's still in the dictionary, jinx, so it has to be what? I don't know. Does anybody have a dictionary anymore?
There's the kill on the far side for Fuller. The 21-11. I believe they'll just go to the AI and Google.
I believe you're right.
Fuller will serve. Up 10 are the Rebels, looking to close this one out. Razor, nice attack. Costello keeps it alive, though, and that's kind of been the story when the Yellowjackets had some good attacks. The Rebels been able to keep it alive, but they do it again. This time it's Griffin, but too far.
I like it, though. I like the hustle. I like the attitude if we're going to swing and hit it. And at this point, not that you can't come back, but you really have nothing to lose. So let's run some sets. Let's do some things. Let's get prepared for our next time on the court.
Raina Caldor come in for the Yellow Jackets. As Razor on the attack. And that one's sent long by Boyd. Now Malzoff back in as Sophie Nelson will serve. 22-12 in favor of the Rebels. Set number 4. Nelson to serve, hoping to get a run for the Yellow Jackets.
She's lived on that float serve tonight. Nice swing there by the Rebels.
That's Garrett again. 23-12, different weapon. Once again for the Rebels, they have many of them. As they're looking to close in on win number 10. The Yellow Jackets will make another substitution. Chesney Esser will come in. So the Rebels will sub as well. Olivia West. It's 23-12. The Yellow Jackets able to keep it alive. Garrett swings. Razor keeps that alive. Sent over there by Malzoff. Set on the backside. That's for Tweeten, and she gets the kill. Set match. Point here is at the line will be West. As the Rebels look to close this one out. Razor in the middle. Costello in the back row. That's long. Kyla Wolf will come in. The Rebels a set and match point. Wolf to serve. Nice serve by Wolf. Rebels sending it over to the Yellow Jackets with an opportunity. Malzoff punches it over. Inside the line, it's in. The Yellow Jackets cut it to 10. Another set and match point for the Rebels. As Wolf will serve. The few Rebel fans trying to clap in unison. They figured it out now on that low serve. Nice serve by Wolf. Razor again on the attack. Off the block, punched up, and out. The Yellow Jackets hold off another one. 24-15. The Yellow Jackets with an opportunity. Malzoff kept alive. Far side off the block. Esser there, but the Yellow Jackets in the ninth by going into the net. 25-15, the Rebels take set 4, and they take the match 3-1.
Yeah, and they battled back, and that third set was, I think, what you want to see, more consistency consistently through all the matches. Again, this Rebel team is balanced, though, Jason. When I go through my unofficial double-digit kills for Fuller, Boyd, Tweeten, Garrett was right there. Then their service game, I had them for about 16, 17 aces, and they were well-earned aces as they just moved the ball so well and kept the Yellow Jackets going all over the court and made it really hard for them to get in sequence and in series and in their right spots. So tonight was just a little too much Rebels, but you can take away that you gained a set. So improvement over the last one that you went, and you see the Yellow Jackets getting better each and every night.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and wrap things up here on the 549 Media Network.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together. Everybody knows everybody. You know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody, and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
Welcome back to the Hive. The Yellow Jackets dropped this one by a score of 3-1 to the DGF Rebels. The Rebels improved to 10-2. The Yellow Jackets dropped to 5-11. And it doesn't really get any easier for the Yellow Jackets on Tuesday. They're on the road to take on a strong Breckenridge team as well. Yeah, Breckenridge has been a team that we've been watching, and they play a good style of volleyball, Jason. And again, it's you're kind of in that grinder of the season. You know, we talk about that in winter sports a lot. Right now, there's a lot of events for these ladies, and you get less time on the practice court. You get more time on playing. So some of those adjustments that are going to have to be made are going to have to be done on the floor each and every night. Yellow Jackets, again, busy week next week when you throw in homecoming with everything. On the road to Breckenridge, home Thursday against Pelican Rapids before turn around for Dig Pink night on Monday. Yeah, and that's going to be a great night, Jason, and I know a lot of shirts have been ordered, and you had said as we get upcoming broadcasts, you'll be filling us in some more on how we can add to that great night. And it's just one of those things that it's really awesome as communities come together and support each other. And speaking of that, it's probably a good time to thank these sponsors as United Community Bank and KLN, Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Jack Shivers Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, New Horizons Realty, Nias Family Sales, and Hanson's Plumbing and Heating. And without them, we're not able to bring this into your living room, and we're so appreciative of them. And Jason, I know you'll have some contact information if you want to get involved with 549 Media. We would love to have you come aboard and be a part of this. And it's one of those really cool things that I know coaching and being around kids, they like to go home and they rewatch this as part of their night as well. So again, we want to thank those sponsors and any future sponsors who are thinking about it. We'd love to be in contact with you. Contact information on your screen. Feel free to send me an email And we'll get back to you with that information. Some stats from tonight's game for the Yellow Jackets. They were led in kills. Greta Razor had 10. Addie Hackle had 9 for the Yellow Jackets. 3 on the night for Sam Mulzoff. Ace serve was Addie Hackle with 2. Sam Mulzoff with an ace serve as well. Yellow Jackets, Cameron Coase with 19 set assists. She had 15 digs. 10 digs on the board for Addie Hackle and 20 digs for Sophie Nelson. The stats for the Yellow Jackets tonight as they drop a 3-1 decision. For Let's Rock, I'm Jason Groth. We thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast here on the 549 Media Network. Have a nice